Ma'am, let me talk. Are you in school?
Yes.
All right, you have classmates, everybody in law? Start fucking the students. Start seeing who got money. Start seeing who got a career, who's going to be a lawyer because your future husband is in your school. How do you attract or find tricks? All right. Attract is all about within you. Do you know how many people in Miami say, why her? She's so fat. How she got a Birkin? How he got a car? How he got a house? Let me tell y'all how. I always tell people, I'm not the baddest bitch, I'm not the prettiest bitch. I live in my skin and I know my truth. You know how you attract? It's all about what you believe in yourself. I swear to God. I got my confidence at, I'll say, probably like 21, 22. I really got my confidence. And I was I wasn't really insecure, but it was just like, I was really big, but I lost weight and I had did all my BBLs. Perfect. So when I had got my first BBL, I was like, oh, it's not there. When I noticed it's really not your body, it's really your mind. Like, I don't know if y'all understand what I'm saying. I had to get like 35, I had to get like 12 BBLs to understand you don't need a BBL. You need your mind first. You need your mind and your confidence. There's a lot of these hoes with BBLs, lip fillers and all that, and they can't pull no nigga because their aura and their energy is not, and their mind not there. I swear to God.
I don't see the reason why y'all dislike Blue Lady. I love me some Blue Lady. You wanna know why? Because she's a boss bitch. We need more boss bitches like her in the world. Bitches don't be boss bitches at all. They be depending on niggas. She don't depend on a nigga. She make a nigga spend on her. It's a difference when you're depending on a nigga and you make a nigga spend on you. She's literally running through these niggas' pockets effortlessly. I'm talking about with no effort, making these niggas pay for shit. I'm talking about not little shit. Not little ass shit. I'm talking about shit that's worth thousands of dollars, whether it's designers, property, a business, whatever the case may be. She make that nigga spend because guess what? You bitches are out here fucking for free and not getting nothing out of it. That's why the fuck I like Blue Lady. That's why I like Blue Lady. She's popping her shit. Whether y'all call her the trick master or whatever y'all think she is, she do voodoo and whatever y'all say about her, anything negative y'all say about her, I'm not gonna listen because I wanna be like her. I want to be like her. She's not wanting for nothing. She got everything she wants. She got everything she needs. And she's still making them niggas spend that shit behind her. And she still got her own bread in her pocket. She don't touch bread when niggas are around her. For what? Make that nigga spin it. Spin that shit. She's living truth of Young Miami song. Spin that shit. All y'all mad at her, y'all dislike her. Y'all only...
Who to act broke with, and I know who to act like a businesswoman with. So I know you're kind of confused, but that's for you to know who you talk to. You get it? So I'm giving you two gems right now. Act broke with the real rich ones, and act like a businesswoman, or act like you got, well, I hope you have a job, ladies. Have a job with a trick, but he's a baby trick. There's some tricks that's not developed yet, but you could develop them. Are you with me? Or y'all not with me? Because you got big tricks and you got baby tricks. Y'all gotta know the difference. No, rich niggas like the big tricks that buy cars and houses. Now the tricks that buy cars and houses, you gotta act like a businesswoman with. Tricks that buy purses and...
So for everyone who doesn't know who this lady is a lady from TikTok. I think she lives in the USA, Miami, and she's been giving ladies tips on how to get a trick. But what they're forgetting to know is that there's a saying that goes, "What's a trick without a hoe? And what's a hoe? A hoe is somebody who sells. They're selling away their souls, and that is insane." These are our future mothers and sisters. Like, oh my, woo, we are so lost as a society. Like, literally, this is crazy to give that type of advice. And as a man, you're looking at this, and the other ladies are encouraging it, and they're just thinking with their emotions and what they're benefiting from, but they're not looking at it in a scale of like, as a man, you're looking at this and it's like, we are breeding prostitutes. This is prostitution, and this is like being exploited because it's teaching ladies to um go after it's like go not go for love, somebody who's care for you, die for you, but rather than somebody who's the richest. And these men are gonna notice this, and if that's what you present, that's what they're gonna hold you. And your currency is maybe your physical features or your beauty, and once that fades, you're gonna look for the next one. Just the way you're looking for somebody who's rich, they're not thinking of long term. They might think, oh, I might get $1 million, all this, blah blah blah. You'll be a grandma with a lot of money. And go and search in YouTube, and um you'll see the ladies who go to Zanzibar or in Africa. They're all ladies, and they spend money on these people, but in return, these men are using you guys. You see karma, they're using you guys back. They're using you guys back. They don't love you, but some of them even have families. You're too old. They don't want nothing from you, so you become a sugar mom. If you want to be a sugar mommy, it's okay. You're also being used. You know what I mean? They don't want nothing from you. Like, it's insane that they don't see that. And as a man, I think when they see that, oh, they're just, that's what they're presenting. They're just looking for somebody to save them. They won't want a relationship anymore. They're exposing themselves. They don't know they're ruining. Instead of the ladies coming all together and saying, no, this is wrong, and condemning them in the comments. How can I do this? How can I get it? And what some ladies are forgetting is that in life there's some lines you don't cross. If you cross, you're no longer human. That's why you see there's some people who are doing some devilish things to other people or backstabbing, and it doesn't matter to them. It doesn't bother them. It's okay. But if you look at pure good person, go look at the nerds. You will notice something about them. Hold on. Yeah, you'll notice they're so pure that they can backstab you, and because they haven't crossed that line. Whether it's trauma, childhood, or whatever happened to someone, they still haven't crossed that line. But these people who are exposed to evil people and all this stuff, they usually ending up breaking their humanity, and they cross that line, and they don't have a problem with you know what I mean, hoeing you. Sorry for the word. And you're gonna be friends with these people. You think, oh, they're not gonna do this for me. They already sold their soul, like I said. So they don't have a problem hoeing you, like going behind your back. So this is insane what I'm listening to. And the other thing she said was she was telling this lady in one of the videos, I'm gonna post them. She told the lady, go sleep with the man, and sometimes don't give him sex. I'm like, she's putting you in danger. Like, imagine offering services and not paying them back. Woo! You're gonna meet the wrong partner, my guy. She's and look at her mindset. She's literally saying, I had to go through 12 BBLs to know my worth. Like, what? Are you fucking stupid? if you have to go through BBL for this guy to love you, there's another guy with a better BBL. That means you are replaceable. You're not you. They don't love you for you. You're gonna be replaced. That's what these ladies don't get. You're marketing yourself that, oh, you have a BBL looking perfect. You're introducing this person to this something that they don't have and look like somebody else and better, you might think, but somebody else is gonna come. You create something that's gonna be, it can be replicated. It can be copied. So you're gonna be replaced. That's what they don't see. You know what I mean? And it's like following also a trend. There's tons of you there, but in the past time, it was like it was you for you. Somebody's missing you, how you looked and how unique you are. I think this maybe they're gonna get you these people with money, but these people with money are broken. Some of them are broken souls. There were these broke men you looked down upon, and there were dogs. Men are dogs, right? And then they become wild dogs. You can't tame them. You think you're gonna tame a wild dog? They were bro, go search rappers, these tech guys. They were there down there broken, and even if you get the nicest tech guy, oh this and that, they haven't been exposed to these other women. They're seeing this for the first time and last. What do you think they're gonna do to you? Are they gonna say maybe I'm gonna get their money and all this stuff? Okay, let's say maybe you get this whole money, but you lost it, so nobody wants to be with you. And like I said, you're gonna be the sugar mama who goes to Africa and sleep with this boy. You're gonna be a lost soul, and no man was gonna be with you because you have these stories. Look at how Brittany Renner can't keep a man. It's this woman who was sleeping with these celebrities, trapping them, wrote a book. Her spirits, she sold her soul. You know what I mean? And now she's alone. Nobody wants her. It's crazy. And as you can see, there's that lady who's talking about who ladies boss B word and all this other stuff. These are bad brains, and in life you have to be careful because obviously this girl isn't exposed too much, and she only seeing the glamorous side, but she doesn't see the consequences of it. You know what I mean? She hasn't been exposed to it, and you gotta be careful also like that in life before starting doing something, especially this is a TikTok tip. If you ever see something on TikTok, go and look the downside of it before trying. Just and then decide from there. That's a really good tip. This lady hasn't been, through enough attention, and they think this man love them, but this man have resources, and we don't know if these guys were weird people and or crazy people, murderers, drug dealers. Now they have resources. Having intercourse is like a human thing that people gotta do and engage on. But how did they do it? They found birds who are not educated enough, so they gotta pay. It's like a shortcut. Instead of getting to know you, if you're a good person and all this stuff, it's a shortcut because there's a lot of lady who aren't experienced to this lifestyle. The economy shot up, and it's like this world ladies, they aren't accustomed to it, and they're selling themselves, which is insane. You know what I mean? They think they think they're gaining, but they are losing themselves. And these men don't even care about them. It's like really prostitution. They're paying for your services, and they think just because you do it for free, why not get paid for it? But let me tell you something. Let me think about it. I was thinking about this like this other day, and it was about when ladies say, "Oh, you sleep a man, but you can get paid for it." They just justifying getting money out of sex from men. You know what I mean? That like, why can't you get paid for it? And I was thinking really deeply about it because I was like, you know, it's a thing that some things are not meant to be paid in life, and if you start charging for them, it's a business and no longer a relationship. If you take for example your mom um, raising you, bringing you up, doing all these things for you, she doesn't charge you, and it remains like that, and it's a relationship. You know what I mean? But imagine your mother says, "I brought you into this world. I paid for school fees and all this stuff. You gotta pay me back. You gotta take care of me until I die." Will you see your mom as your mom, or like a business person, like a business partner? You're in debt, like money's involved. So it's like that. it no longer becomes a relationship, it's a business transaction. The same with friends. A friend can say, oh, I did all this for you, gotta pay me back. You will see them as a business partner now. It's where I get loan. It's, I pay you, you pay me back. It's no longer a relationship. And that's what happens. That's why I said in life there are things you don't have to mix money from even professions like being a doctor, because you will kill somebody because it's not your passion. You know what I mean? You're doing it just for money. You skip other things because you just want money. Um, Being a soldier, you can get corrupt. You can get paid way more from another country. You know what I mean? And then betray your country, which is supposed to come from love. That's why they don't pay soldiers a lot of money, even though they do one of the hardest jobs, which you can die in the process. And so, like I said, like if you see this type of people, people might think, oh, I have to provide. No, they will backstab you when the time comes, because they already put their soul out there and they couldn't save themselves. So why won't they do that to you? They will backstab you. They don't have a soul, and they literally telling you up front who they are, and if this thing isn't included, then I'm here for business. So they're just telling you up front. The other thing I want to mention is, like, if you see that video where she's on a boat, this lady, those people, can you bring these people to your parents, say, this is my boyfriend, this is my husband, the father of my kid? No disrespect, maybe some of them doing something genuine, you can't judge, but based on the things, scammers and like legit money, why? I don't know. I don't know. Maybe I might be judging, and it's okay. And anybody can correct me on the comments. It's all good, but like I said, anybody's using money to get your attention or to get you. You gotta ask yourself why. You can't get women just naturally. Why using money? That means there's a hidden agenda. You gotta be smart enough to find why. You know what I mean? Because they might be a bad person and they gotta have a hidden agenda, and this one is giving them access, and now you're gonna pay the price. You know what I mean? Nothing's for free, and you're the product right here. You know what I mean? It's for free. You're the product. So y'all gotta really be careful out here, ladies. Really. The stupid part about these videos is that it's there, and as a smart man, you can go there, and even if you are lady, because I've seen ladies who came out and say this is wrong, you can teach your boys what type of women they're about to face, because it's grimy out here. Don't want you know your loved one to go and come across these type of people. And yeah, the other thing is, men don't care about money. I mean, they don't care what you do and all this stuff, they're gonna give it. And if you're really really pretty, really, like, you can get feedback, this one's talk to you, you can tell that you're a really attractive person. You can tell by that. But if the feedback is not, and you gotta change yourself and all this, that means you are, if they're trying, you're being used. Do you understand me? Because if you're really pretty, they're doing everything just to be with you, like, you know what I mean? But otherwise, they can tell, the BBLs, the blah blah blah, they're using you. They're using you because, like I said, it was hard to get the attention of a person because they had to get to know you, and they will determine whether they like you or not. But right now, it's like catching a fish. Just put a worm in the water and the fish comes. That's how they're doing the money. And you think, yeah, oh, I'm gaining this money, I'm about to flex and all stuff, but you don't know you are, you don't see the consequences of it. For example, number one, you may sleep with a lot of people, and if your other person, like who you love in the future, finds out, it diminishes your value. If they hear, oh, I used to sleep with this person, blah blah blah, people talk, you're ruining you also. Nobody's gonna want to date you. And men, as a lady, you want a person who's gonna take you, you're gonna end up alone. And we are social animals, it's gonna hit you back. You're also losing your time. Beauty is your currency, if you're being honest. right in your 20s is your best time to choose the right person who's a good person who will take care of you and loves you. But instead you want to go out party and do all this stuff. It's not bad. I'm not saying it's a bad thing, but I'm just saying, and doing stuff like this, you're ruining your future. You know what I mean? That's why you can see our grandmas are old and flourishing because they didn't do all this stuff. Once you start doing this, all this stuff, I'm telling you, and it's good that I'm mentioning these consequences. I've seen a person who sold their soul. It didn't take them long before they were gone. That's the consequences you're gonna do. You're gonna think it's my body, my choice. No, no, no. The world is watching. Once you do that shit, with when you given power, you're gonna get tested. If you fail, you are out of here. I'm telling you. I've seen people who, you know what I mean. The world. If you're given power, you will be tested. And if you fail, you are out of here. You can imagine when Jesus, even if you're not religious enough, when he was taken into the forest when he was tested by the devil, if he failed that test, imagine where he would have been, hell or whatever. The consequences were bad. That's what I'm saying. That's what I want you to see, even your daughters, even your sons, especially if they're attractive people. There should be, not think of now but later. You should know, oh, this happened. If I'm telling you it happened, it happened. Imagine your friend tells you, yo, if you put this lottery, this number, you're gonna win. Smart people learn from people's mistakes. When I tell you I've seen this, you don't wait. If I tell you somebody got killed there, don't say no. I'm gonna find out myself and go there and get killed. That's stupid. You learn from people's mistakes. Even if you see me, I've seen this video now. I know how they operate, what they're doing. I'm taking notes. I'm not even gonna comment and say, yo, this is bad. I'm heartbroken. No, I'm taking notes. Good, you're exposing yourself. Thank you. Thank you for your service. you know so this is the situation where we at, and most ladies are ending up at this time. We're going to end up having prostitute and men who are buying, and men they're already starting to not care and living alone. They've been doing this since 13 years, I think, because they chase. Some aren't born with value, so they are accustomed to it. But you imagine having everything and then losing. Ooh. Ooh. Boy, they have nothing to lose because they never had nothing. But you had everything. oh, so it's gonna hit you. So yeah, what's your thing, man? Tell me in the comments, man. And I apologize again for the audio. I don't know what's going on. I think it's my programs that it sounds like it's echoing. My bad. So yeah.